Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name.
Hello and welcome everyone to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 162 and I am excited to be back. I hope you guys are excited as well. Tonight's break, of course, we've got a huge selection of 7 boxes. Going back to 23-24, we've got Allure, O-Pee-Chee Platinum, Credentials, Premier, and then this year's 24-25, Series 1, Series 2, and Extended. Again, 7 boxes going on tonight. Huge rip. And curious, how was the summer? I saw the poll there. I see a few answers. Most people are saying outstanding. Mine, I'd say it was in between. The weather was crazy hot. Hard to complain about that. Lots of wildfires, though, all across Canada. You know, that's always devastating. But weather-wise, it started out a little rough. I thought, man, every weekend it's going to rain. Nope. Pretty much not much rain whatsoever. So from an outdoors perspective, it was pretty good. Got lots of golfing, fishing, camping. So I enjoyed my time off this summer. Hopefully you did as well. But I'm happy to be back. This has been a long time coming. I've been itching to get back to doing the breaks. If you've been following on Facebook Live, I've been doing quite a bit of just ripping open random packs and boxes and stuff, which is fun. I enjoy that. But I enjoy this more. I got the community here and we can have some chat, which is pretty cool. Nice to see you there, Casey and Israel, Aubrey. If you happen to be watching live, do say hello in chat. It's always nice to see who is following along. We've got quite a few viewers, which is awesome. If you want to get notified of when the breaks are going live, the best way to do that is actually subscribe to the channel. So if you hit like and subscribe, you can go to the channel, and anytime there's a future break that is coming up, you can just click the little notify me button, and it will tell you when we go live on YouTube so you don't forget or miss out. Got a couple of new people to the break here tonight, which is awesome. Thank you very much for your trust and support in our breaks. We do things pretty much in a team random here. I've not done any team selects yet. I think I'm probably going to stick with the team randoms for quite some time. And as you can tell by tonight's break, I do try to vary up the content so that there's always something for everybody in the break. I do the odd case breaks, but I try to mix it up a little bit. So hopefully that's a format that you will enjoy. I do have a pretty nice break coming up next week. We've got 4 boxes of the brand new SPA, which is kind of cool. That's where all the Wicked Future Watches are. Of course, Hudson and Will Smith. We got Michkov and like so many other great cards coming out of that one. And then mixing in another 3 boxes. So it's 7-box break for that one as well. We do offer the ability to do some trades as well, so I will put up the randomizer here in just a second, and then I'll continue talking so that we can get right down to the break. And if anybody wants to do any trades, of course, we'll have some time to do that. So let's pop over to that randomizer. And again, if you're new to the breaks here, welcome, and thank you very much for your support. Everything we do is randomized live on camera. Starting with, I'm going to do the left-right. So you'll see on the right-hand side of your screen, it says left-right. I'm just going to randomize that in case there's any cards that have a left or a right with 2 different teams on them. Then the card will go to the person that we choose here. So I'm just going to hit the randomize button once, and it'll be the right-hand side. So all those cards that have teams on left and right sides will go to whoever has a team on the right-hand side. All right, when it comes down to our participants and our teams, I'm going to randomize each list 3 times. So I'm going to send each list 3 times here, and whoever you're paired up with, that's who you have. I will allow just a few minutes here for trades if that's something you want to do. Casey has already preemptively said he would trade just about anything for Calgary. So here we go. Let's randomize the list on the left. That's our teams. We'll do that 3 times. Here's 1, 2, and 3 times. And we'll do the same with our participants on the right-hand side. There's 1, 2, and 3 times. So I'll leave that up here on the screen for you to see. And we can do some trades now if you're looking to do that. The way that works is both participants have to be watching here live on YouTube, and both participants need to agree to the trade. So as an example, Casey would like Calgary. So Casey, I don't know who Casey has, but Casey would say, hey, I'd be willing to trade Team X for Calgary. And whoever has Calgary, as long as they say, yeah, I'd do that trade, then we'll go ahead and mark that down and do that. So I'll just leave this up for a couple minutes while we catch up a little bit. As I said, for those that are new to the break, this is the first break since pretty much the start of summer. I took the summer off and am very much excited to be back at it. And we do have a few regulars in here, which is awesome. Thank you again for your support on that too. We got Mick Macbar Bros. He's got Islanders up for a trade if anyone's interested in trading for the Islanders. And I'll do my best here to monitor chat. Since this is the first time back in a little while, can I just get a thumbs up or a comment in chat? How's the volume tonight? Is the mic at a good pace, good clip? We do have Vancouver that's up here for trade. Columbus is also up for trade. Good. Glad to hear the volume sounds good. Awesome. Hopefully the camera is going to look nice too. Had some issues. I was trying out some things with the box rips, just seeing if I could get a bit wider angle, but wasn't working out so well. Casey's proposing Seattle for Columbus. Mo, are you watching tonight? If you are, how's Julian doing? How's he enjoying school? And again, if you are new, I am local to the Maritimes, although we have breakers here literally from coast to coast, which is so awesome. Again, that's just some incredible support to see breakers all the way from Vancouver straight out to Newfoundland in our breaks. Not too many Americans. I've had a couple here and there. The shipping is just so challenging, especially with the current political climate. So that's a tough one. But hey, it is what it is. But I am based in the Maritimes, and so I often do run into some of you at card shows, which is kind of cool. I've got to know you a little bit on a personal level, which is kind of awesome. We do have a card show coming up here in Moncton on Saturday, September 20th. So that's coming up not too long from now. And hopefully I'll see you all there. That's going to be the first one of the season. So excited for that as well. And then, of course, geez, not too long from now, we're going to have Series 1 released. Seems like it's just flying by, but Series 1 should be out kind of mid-ish October from what I'm understanding. All right, I don't see any trades yet that have... No, I don't see any trades that have materialized yet, although Mark Jordan says Ottawa's open for trade. Mo, I know you're an Ottawa fan. Interested in that with Mark? I don't know who Mark has. Tampa's up for trade. I'll give this just a few more minutes because it is the first break back, and of course we are doing a bit of catching up, and I may be a bit rusty. Gotta admit, I was a little bit nervous before popping on today. I'm like, man, I haven't done this in like, I don't know, 8 weeks. Hopefully it doesn't come across that way tonight, but we'll see. There's still time. All right, so what are we at now? We're at 8:08. I'll give it 2 more minutes. We'll start at 8:10 local time. That's 7:10 Pacific. If we haven't got any trades that have materialized, we'll stick with the teams everyone's got, and away we go. Looks like we do have a tiny delay between what is happening here live to what you guys are seeing. It looks like I'm about 4 seconds delayed, so I will keep an eye on chat here just to make sure I don't miss a trade. Of course, football kicks off tonight too. NFL, first game of the season, I believe. Oh, do we have a trade? I see Charlie Jets for Vancouver. Charlie says yes. Jason Jets for Vancouver. Okay, we do have a trade. We got 1 trade in the books here. It's like Charlie and Jason are swapping teams. Gonna make a note of that here on my spreadsheet. So we got Charlie Jets for Vancouver. So Jason is getting Vancouver. Oh no, wait, Jason already has Vancouver. So Jason, you're wanting Winnipeg. Is that correct? And then Charlie is giving up Vancouver. Charlie's getting Vancouver. We have Winnipeg. Got it. All right, so Canadian team for Canadian team. Got it. Jason gets Jets. I get Canucks. Got it in the books. All right, we are at 8:10. Final and last call for any trades. Okay, then bear with me. I'm just going to put this into graphic format so we can throw it up on the screen. Makes it a little bit easier to follow along. So just take me a quick second here. Do we have any big NFL fans? I got to admit, I have not watched football for quite a while. I watched the Super Bowl. But other than that, I tend not to watch the regular season too much. I used to all the time, and then I don't know, I lost interest a little bit. All right, so that's up on that one. I just want to make this one here in the upper right-hand corner, and then we are good to go. All right, back to our main screen. I'll leave that up just for a couple seconds. You can see the graphic there of who's got who. You see in the upper right-hand corner, if you watched any of the Facebook Live rips that I did of a box, I opened a box of the 2025 World Juniors and landed this awesome Easton Cowan patch auto that you see under the card cam. Currently got it up on eBay for a ridiculous price. If someone's willing to pay it, that's awesome. I'll take it. Other than that, I might PC this one. It's a beautiful looking card. Not doing it justice under the card cam. I got a bit of a glare on it, but I don't want to take it out of the case because it's just a nice looking card. All right, let's get that down, and let's get on with the break. So let's put the teams up in the upper right-hand corner so everybody can see where they are, and we'll get into it. So like I said, we got 7 boxes. This is probably the big box of the night, the 23-24 Premier in terms of potential huge hits. We got the 23-24 Allure, which I would say was last year's product of the year in terms of overall value and what you got, the cards themselves. I thought it was quite a good product. We got some credentials, 23-24, again, Bedard year. So this is hopefully where we can get a debut ticket access of the big man. 23-24 O-Pee-Chee Platinum, tons of hits in there, as well as inserts. And then we've got 24-25 Series 1. That's Series 2. And extended, hoping for the Great 8 signature card, which has not been pulled yet. I don't believe the 8 of 8 has been pulled. There has been some. I think we're at 4. I think 4 of the Alexander Ovechkin signed rookie cards have been pulled out of the possible 8. So still hope, right? Why don't we start out with, we'll start out with Series 1. Why don't we do that? Get this out of the way. And if you are new to the breaks, again, thanks for joining. If you're watching here live and never taken part in our breaks, or maybe you're considering it, there are a couple things that we do a little bit differently. One is that if you don't get any inserts in the break tonight, so you've got a team, you don't get any inserts, you are entered into a draw for a spot at a future break. So if we have 3 people that don't get any inserts of any kind, all 3 people would be entered into a draw. And we randomize those 3 people, and the person that wins gets a free spot in an upcoming break of equal value. So that's one thing that we like to do. Of course, we do like to trade as well. number of the people that are in the breaks here, you know, in the YouTube trade chat, pardon me. If there's a card that they hit or something like that, they can say, hey man, would you trade that with me? And we also have on our Facebook page, we've created a Facebook group where the people in the breaks can also trade back and forth with each other. So you can post pictures and whatever. It doesn't even have to be cards from the break here, but they're people from our community. So if you're not part of that Facebook group and you'd like to be, just get in touch with me. I'll make sure I send an invite out to you. Again, just one more thing that we like to do that's a little bit different. And you'll also notice that I try to talk a lot of hockey throughout the break. It's not just ripping cards at lightning speed. I do like to take the time to have a little bit of a conversation as we go so that there's some entertainment value here. It's not just, hey, let's crack cards and get on with it. So hopefully that's your thing, and that's why you're here and you enjoy that. So let's get into 24-25 Series 1. I usually do try to take a little bit more time if a product is brand new so that we can look at the base cards and kind of discuss what we think about them. This one's been out for a little while. So very first pack, we'll jump in. And the format for all of Flagship for the last few years anyway has been a bunch of base cards and then 3 insert cards in the center. There's our first insert card with a gaming co-op. That's the Speckle version for the New York Rangers. Then we have a gaming FOV, Tage Thompson, and then one more checkpoint, and the rest will be base cards. Like pretty much every single break there is on the internet, we do not ship base cards. And the reason for that is it's just far too expensive to ship them, and they're just not worth that much. So to ship base cards would mean raising the prices of the breaks, and that just doesn't make any sense. So we don't ship the base cards. However, you will see if you do come to a local show that anytime I'm set up, I've got lots and lots of base cards that I give away to the kids, including full sets. So if you've got kids, and you're going to be in the Moncton area Saturday, September 20th, please drop by. They can pick up any of the sets that they like. I've got, you know, Series 1, Series 2 extended from several years, and the kids are welcome to a full set at no charge. Hey, we got our first Young Guns renewed, that one being Alexander Semin, which means we should have a Young Gun right behind it, and we do, and it's Joshua Waugh. Not a bad hit out of that Young Gun crop, and then we got an aimbots there of Tkachuk. Let's get that Joshua Waugh Young Gun sleeved up. As with all Flagship, Series 1, 2 Flagship anyway, we should see 6 Young Guns per box on average. With extended, typically it's 3 Young Guns and 3 draft day, but sometimes you get a variation of 4 and 2. I have seen once a 5 and 1, which is a bit weird. There's a Bedard second year card. Got a canvas there of Jack Eichel and A-Lines. Calgary Flames, that's a Speckle parallel. And a Gaming XP of Noah Dobson. 6 years in the NHL, 6 years of experience. Another canvas there, Quentin Byfield. And we have a Young Guns renewed of Lundqvist. And our Young Gun behind that is Jason Morelli. There's 2 of our 6 Young Guns. Also be good if you are following here live on YouTube, let us know in chat who's your favorite team or what player do you collect. I do try to, where I can, I've got a spreadsheet and I try to keep track of the people in the breaks. And where possible, if I've got a card that I think you might enjoy, I try to throw it in there. Not always, but I do try. Hey, we got a Jason Robertson, Speckle City Satellites. Another Young Gun there. Cameron Crotty. And then we've got a Cole Caulfield City Satellites. So if you'd like to, go ahead and chat and just let me know again who it is that you PC, what team and or players, and I do try to keep track of that. I'm a bit rusty. It's been 8 or 9 weeks, but I think I've got most of you down. Got a breaking news of the rat himself. course, not with Boston anymore. There's a gaming PvP. If you remember at the start, we did a right and left randomizer, and it's the team on the right. So this card is going to the Calgary Flames. And we got a Connor Bedard portrait. Very nice. Let's put that one up there. Yeah, either we're really delayed or chat died because I haven't seen anyone say anything in quite some time. Or you're glued to the NFL. Maybe that's what's happening. Hey, we got a holotypes of Konechny. Holotypes are quite a rare hit in a box. Cool looking cards too. Yeah, and a young gun behind that. Landon Slaggert. Let's just take a look at the back of that holotype. That's a nice hit. There you go. You can see the NHL logos there in the back. And what else do we have? We have an aimbot of Ovi. Not retiring. There's lots of speculation that he might hang it up at the end of the season, maybe play his days out in the KHL, but that is not the case. He is returning this season, which is awesome because, my goodness, that record is now going to be further shattered, I would have to think. Breaking news, there's Ovi again. Speak of the devil. Gaming PvP, that one going out to the Anaheim Ducks, Trevor Zegras. And a checkpoint there of Jim Vesey. All right, someone in chat say something. You're freaking me out. Nothing said in chat in like 10 minutes. Okay, got a black and white canvas of Alex Tuck. All right, Casey confirms it's working. Hey, we got a Young Guns canvas here of Owen Zellweger. There's a nice name, nice hit. And behind that, we have Brad Lambert, Winnipeg Jets. The Young Guns canvas does not count towards the 6th Young Guns in a box, so that's kind of a bonus. Yeah, all good. Glad chat's working. That's okay. You are not required to chat. Just want to make sure it's working. That's all. We got 3 more packs here in box number 1. Philip Forsberg on the Dazzler. And behind that, a canvas of Troy Terry and a gaming FOV Field of Vision, Sidney Crosby. Curious what you guys thought of the new intro music. If you were here at the very start during the countdown, I did play some intro music. It's a new one that I created. I had fun doing it, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Ryan O'Reilly on the Silver Outburst. Gaming Co-op, the Vancouver Canucks. Hughes and Pedersen. And Pasternak there on the portrait. Last pack, box number 1. 7 boxes to go tonight. And we do have some giveaways, of course, to do. Got a Chris Kreider, Young Guns Renewed. Bradley Nadeau. Nadeau is a good name to get. And we got a Connor Bedard City Satellites. I actually have been starting to PC a bit more Bedard now that prices have come down a little bit. I do like his cards. I do love his potential. I know he started off slow in his first couple seasons here. We'll see what he does in his 3rd season now. I have to think he'll do a little bit better. He's still on a really, really crappy team. Not an excuse. I mean, you know, we look at some of the greats like Crosby and Ovechkin and so on. Even McDavid, you know, didn't really have a huge supporting cast, but definitely much, much, much better than what Bedard has started out with. Like to see him step it up a little bit. All right, let's put these aside. And then we will get into our second box. And then I think we'll do a draw right after that. The way the draws work is you just have to be watching here live on YouTube. You do not have to be participating in the break in order to win. If you are in the break, of course, you can absolutely participate, but you don't need to be in the break in order to win. And you have a couple cool prizes, I think. All right, so we'll jump into Series 2, where I like the inserts a lot better. That first Series 1 with all the gaming themed inserts wasn't for me. Didn't enjoy those ones. I like the city satellites. Those were kind of cool. But I didn't like the gaming FOV and the gaming XP ones. And I like video games, so it's not like I don't like gaming or anything. Just wasn't for me. I do like these ones better, and I love the extended. This year's extended inserts are awesome. Like the silver skates, great variation. All right, Series 2. Well, same format, bunch of base cards here. Sandwiching our inserts. There's our first insert. Jacob Trouba on the canvas. Our Young Guns Renewed of Brock Besser. And on a heater, Panarin. That was strange. Normally when you get a Young Guns Renewed, you get a Young Gun as well in the same pack. Now maybe that changed in Series 2 and I just didn't notice. Definitely the case in Series 1. We got the On Tour, Vegas Golden Knights. Young Gun, Mancini. And an Ooh La La of Tristan Jarry. Our first Young Gun of Series 2. Of course, chasing some Celebrini. Michkov, Hudson, got Perfetti. Bang for your puck, Austin Matthews. See how he does without Mitch Marner this year. Speaking of supporting casts. Arguably one of the best setup men in the NHL, no longer playing on the wing. I think he'll do fine. I think Matthews will pick it up. A silver outburst of Kaprizov. Arguably one of the most underrated players in the NHL. Oh, it looks like we have a teammates. Young Guns teammates. We do. It is of Celebrini and Smith. And then right behind that we have Ovechkin on the playlist. So now that Series 2 is no longer the most recent one, we're now used to the inserts. I'm curious. What do you think of the teammates? Now that it's set in for a little while, the value certainly came down on them. I still say I prefer that over some no-name player that we know is never going to make it in the NHL, right? If they're going to put 50 Young Gun cards in a box, I'd rather some of these than somebody who has, 0.01% chance of making it in the NHL as any sort of a player long-term. Oh, we got a deluxe. And that is of Forsberg, Anton Forsberg, numbered 82 out of 250. Definitely see the camera is much more crisp. I like that. That's cool. I'm going to have to leave this angle. We got a bang for your puck of Ronick. Oh, there we go. Also a Young Gun. How are we getting so many inserts in this pack? Got another pack there. We got the Liam Ogren as well. Sounds like everyone's agreeing. We would much rather have a teammate style card. Although I would argue I'd rather not a portrait. I'd rather see like both of them in action. Maybe during a warm-up or a practice or something like that. So it's like an action shot and not, staged. I would think that would be really cool. Maybe they'll think of that for the upcoming flagship. Black and white, Wyatt Johnson. A speckle parallel of Bang for Your Puck, John Carlson. and the electricity of Kreider. These ones are really cool because you got the city outline here, and the black parallel is awesome. I was going to try to collect the whole black parallel series, and I gave up. Bang for your puck there, Carlson. There's another teammates. Hey, we hit two of the top. There's 4 teammates cards, and we hit 2 of the top ones with the Sharks and Flyers. We got Michkov and Fedotov, the absolute monster goaltender. There's Montreal Canadiens. You got Lane Hudson, and then there's also the Anaheim Ducks, where you can get Cutter Gauthier. In case you're not yet familiar with those inserts. Canvas of Michelli, Shakir, Mukhamadullin, and Jesper Wallstedt. Welcome aboard. It's been interesting watching the prices of everything hockey hobby over the summer. Of course, generally speaking, this summer things quiet down a bit, prices come down a bit. And that's been pretty much the case for most of the major young guns. I went to a show a week ago at Halifax. Great show, by the way. First time I've ever been to that one. The AMG Collectibles puts on a show in the plaza that they're in. Great turnout, lots of tables. Picked up a ton of great stuff that I felt was at an amazing value. So this is the time of year to shop for sure. I would suspect the first one back in September may be also the same until we start seeing Series 1 coming out. Okay, our young gun is Ivan. Somebody told me his middle name is also Ivan. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, I'm going to have to look that one up. We got Blue Jackets there, Marinsky. I don't know, somebody's probably sitting at a computer that could Google that. Is Ivan's middle name actually Ivan? Maybe they're just pulling my leg. We got Dazzler. On a heater, Austin Matthews. That's the, I think that's a black parallel. Yeah, Matt Rempe on the Dazzler. Yeah, it is a black parallel. Cool that they started writing that on the backs of the cards. We have a Young Guns renewed. Quinn Hughes. Good name there. Like to see how he does this season. The Vancouver Canucks confused the heck out of me this offseason. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure that people in Vancouver know. I'm not sure Jim Rutherford knows. It's like we're rebuilding. We're not. We don't like this guy. Yeah, we do. Let's sign him. I have no idea. His name is Ivan. My goodness. Okay, so it is true. All right, we got UC Saros there on the canvas. Young Gun renewed of Braden Point. And the regular on a heater of Patrick Kane. Speaking of Patrick Kane, did you see that the Chicago Centennial box set came out today? If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. I picked that up at my local LCS. I believe I paid $60 for it. So this is not, I repeat, this is not like the tins that we saw for the Boston Bruins last year. This is a complete 100 card set. So there are 100 cards in here. Every box has the exact same 100 cards, but there are 5 additional cards to which you can get parallels, autographs, so on and so forth. So it is a 100 card set, and then you have the 5 cards where you have a chance at something else. And part of those 100 cards is Connor Bedard. So it's legends as well as some current players. So like I said, I picked that up today for $60. Haven't opened it yet. We'll see how that goes. But the tins, like the hobby boxes, I think are coming out in January or February. And that's where you can, it'll be very similar to the Boston one. Also have the Rangers and Red Wings this year, all celebrating 100 years. So quite a few cool products coming out if you're fans of any of those teams or legends that played on those teams, like a Gordie Howe, for example. Okay, we got Maverick Bork Speckle version of Welcome Aboard. A young gun there with Drew Comesso. And Vazzy on the Ooh La La. So a bit of a public service announcement. Don't go buying one of those Chicago boxes thinking it's the same where you get all these different cards. It's a full set. Because I nearly bought a bunch of them when I saw the price. I was like, man, I got to buy a bunch of those. And then I looked at it closer. I was like, wait, no, that's not the hobby release. All right, so that was our second box there. We did get our 6 young guns, of course. Comesso, Mancini, Misil, Ivan. But the 2 teammates ones, which, like I said, I don't hate that. I like this. I wish it weren't portraits, but I do like that it's not just some schlep that's not going to play in the league. And then we've got a deluxe card here of Forsberg. Sorry, that's a bit harsh. Nobody that makes the NHL, even for one game, is a schlep. They are highly talented, but I think you know what I mean. I meant no disrespect to any NHL player by saying that, but in terms of hobby collectability, I think everyone here knows what my intent was there. I did say I was going to do a draw. Let's do a draw. We'll do that before we move on to the next box. So the way the draws work, let me just get that set up here. Or at least the way the draws are supposed to work. Hopefully it's working tonight. All you got to do is type in !join into the chat, and it will enter you into the draw here tonight. First one, we're going to start off a bit slow, but we're going to start off with the 2025 National Hockey Card Day. You'll get the full pack. It's unopened. There are some cool inserts in here. You can get the victory rookies. There are some autos available in these packs as well. So it's not just some of those plain National Hockey Card Day. Actually, I have some. Hang on while you guys are joining. I can show you what they look like. So this is the full base set. Of course, you got the Macklin Celebrini, which people are chasing, the prominent rookies here. But this is the full set. There's Lane Hudson, Wallstat, Matthews. They're decent cards. I got some superstars in here, and then there should be some legends. And then that's a special insert. That's the one that you had to go to a local hobby shop to get. These are not in the packs. That's number 31. So the National Hockey Card Day 31. There's 30 cards in this set, plus this bonus one. And there's the checklist of all 31 players. But then there's the inserts that are not part of the base set here, which is, of course, the chase, what you're looking for. So if you're looking to enter into the possibility of winning that card, there is no purchase here necessary. You don't have to be in tonight's break. You just got to be watching here on live on YouTube, supporting the channel. Do the ! join like you see everybody else doing. And then I'll select our winner here. If you're a winner and not in the break, I'll mail it out to you at no charge as well. Okay, we'll give that about another 10 seconds or so for any last second entries, and then we'll select our winner. If you're enjoying the content tonight and you feel I've earned it, please consider hitting the like button as well as subscribing to the channel. It certainly helps with the algorithms, helps to grow the channel and grow our breaks. It'd be very much appreciated. All right, we're going to cut it off here. No more entries. And our winner is Mark Jordan. Congratulations, Mark. I think Mark, this might be, if I think this is the right person, I think this might be Mark's first break with us. So congratulations, Mark. We'll throw that in with your cards. If you're not in the break tonight and I've mistaken, just let me know. And you can send me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com with your address, and I'll make sure it gets to you. But I think you're in the break here tonight. And if so, I'll just send it with the rest of your cards. Congratulations to Mark. All right, let's put that aside. Put the teams back up in the upper right-hand corner and get on to box number 3 here, extended. So we're working our way through this year's flagship. I do think of all the inserts, these are the ones I like the most so far this year. The designs, that is. less young guns in the product in favor of draft day cards. Not how I feel about that. Again, I'd rather have less young guns that are of quality and draft day cards of those young guns than a bunch of young guns that are never going to pan out. I don't know. Hey, Marcel, all the teams are in the upper right-hand corner, so you should be able to see your team there. Thanks for joining us. All right, so like the rest of Flagship, we're going to get 3 inserts in the center. And there's the silver skates that I was just talking about. I really, really dig the design of this year's silver skates. I think that's really sharp. That's the base silver skate. We have a beehive of Cale Makar and a canvas of Dylan Larkin. Rest here are going to be base. That's Casey's phonetic pronunciation of Boston. Oh, we got a gold card of some kind. Looks like a gold beehive. It is a gold beehive of Tage Thompson, Buffalo Sabres. I know one viewer that's a huge Buffalo Sabres fan. Did not get a spot in tonight's break, though. I think he may have waited a bit too long and it sold out. There's a draft day of Cutter Gauthier. I saw the Philadelphia Flyers and thought maybe we hit a Matvey Michkov, but no, we got Cutter Gauthier. And we got a Jet Luchenko on the Dazzler. I think Jet is he's an intriguing player to me. I think he's got some potential. I like to see where he's going to go. Cutter Gauthier didn't quite start out the way that everybody hoped he would, but I'm expecting we'll see some good things out of him as well. All right, let me just make sure I mix up my base with the inserts here. There we go. Here we got the Future Impact inserts. Those are kind of cool, the UD3s. These ones are a bit weird. The Oracles. We've got a Malkin Oracle. To me, they are like a cross between the O-Pee-Chee playing card, because that's the stock material, right? It's thin and it's like a playing card. So the back's like a playing card. But then they're like a tarot card almost. I guess that's the Oracle part. I don't like the yellow wash over or the whatever parallels they are. I wish they just had the full color. It would, I think, look a lot nicer. You got Kaprizov there on the pros and prospects. Those are cool looking inserts. And some more base. If you haven't already got into next week's break, it'll be, of course, Thursday, September 11th. They're on sale right now on the website at $5 off a spot. That'll be, of course, for a limited time. I think I'm turning that off on Saturday. So if you haven't got a spot yet, you might want to dive into that so you can save yourself a couple bucks. Oh, we got interesting. We got a Seamus Casey Premier Rookie, and this one's numbered to $9.99. We got number 80 of $9.99. It's a trilogy insert in behind that. We have Will Smith on the Young Guns. Beauty hit there. Let me get both of these sleeved up. What a pack. Hitting the rookie premieres, the trilogy card, and then right behind that, the Will Smith Young Gun. San Jose is going to be a really interesting team. I'm so excited to watch this young group mature together. You know, with Will Smith and Celebrini and Eklund and even what's his name? The goaltender. Drawing a blank here. Oh, I got a McDavid Encore in behind that. Anyway, they just seem to be having so much fun, which is so cool, right? Like in the NHL, just watching a group of players just out having fun. You know, you saw shots and if you watched any of the games of Chicago last year, and you know Bedard not having fun, right? Teams stinking, he's not doing great because he's not got support. And San Jose stunk too, but they were all having fun together. Askarov, yes, thank you. That's the guy. I was thinking of Evangeline. Luke Evangeline kept popping in my head, but he's Nashville and not a goalie, but that was the name that kept popping in my head. There we go. We got the triple dimension. I can't remember what the name of these ones are called. Triple dimensions. So, cool looking inserts, triple dimensions there. Wallstat. Got an Owen Tippett on the silver skates. And a canvas. Can you imagine if Chicago is just trash again this season to come in last, get the number 1 draft pick, and get McKenna? Can you imagine with McKenna and Bedard, Cousins playing on the same team? That might be something. Maybe that's what Chicago's going for this year, because I thought they'd do a little bit more. Oh, we got a deluxe draft day card coming up. Do we have? We've got Brad Lambert. Numbered 123 of 250. A deluxe draft day card. Oh, and then a regular draft day in behind that of Owen Pickering. Oh, that's a pretty rough edge on the top on that one, unfortunately. It is all black, so it is much more noticeable than maybe a regular card. Doesn't seem like chewed up. It's just, I don't know. It's a rough finish. Owen Pickering on the draft and a beehive of Stankoven. Triple reflections of Josh Doan. Sebastian Casa. And in behind that, a Mason McTavish. Is that a gold? No, it's a silver parallel. Base parallel. And man, not too long from now, blink of an eye, we got the Olympics coming as well. That should be some pretty incredible hockey to watch. That's something I've absolutely been missing. I didn't know how the Four Nations was going to turn out, but my goodness, that was an amazing tournament to watch. If the Olympics are anything like that, we're in for a real treat. Canada needs a goaltender, though. Ugh, that's where it scares me. The rest of the team is outstanding. Goaltender-wise, I don't know. A future impact there of Lekermaki. A beehive of Pasternak. And Kevin Hayes on the canvas. 4 more packs here of extended. Rookie reflections, Hanzik. Brennan Brisson there on our draft day. And we got a silver outburst of Jake Gensel. Triple dimensions, McGroarty. Silver skates of Lane Hudson. We'll take that one. And a Jake Gensel on the canvas. Let's sleeve up Lane Hudson. Having an outstanding career so far. I hope we still see more of it. I'm not as you know, I am not a Montreal Canadiens fan. The Leafs are my team, so it pains me to say this, but he's awesome. I like watching him play. And oracles there of Kachuk. We got a Bischel on our Young Guns. Oh, there's one more card there. And Mitch Marner on the Encore, of course, no longer with the Leafs. I'd love to see him have an outstanding season. and go deep in the playoffs with Vegas. Love to see it. All right, silver skates there. Quinn Hughes, another Oracle card. This one of Connor McDavid. Definitely plays like he's got eyes in the back of his head, playing with an Oracle, seeing into the future. We got Cutter Gauthier on the pros and prospects. That was the last pack there of extended. So we've made our way through flagship with some pretty decent hits thus far. Of course, the big banger so far is the Will Smith, which why did I not put that up on a stand? It's down here. Got a Cutter Gauthier front and center when that should be up there. And we got the Draft Day Deluxe there, Brad Lambert. That's a cool one. Silver skates on Lane Hudson. And gold beehive. All right, let's do another draw, and then we're going to head into 23-24, the Bedard Rookie Year products. Let's see what we got here for our second draw. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 3 more draws tonight. Okay, let's see. All right, go ahead and do exclamation point join. If you did it, I see Casey and CD already did it. You're gonna have to do it again because it wasn't started yet. You jumped the gun. All right, what are we drawing for? We're gonna draw for a 14-15 artifacts. 14-15 artifacts. Got a Draisaitl potential in here. Who else would be big in 14-15? Oh boy, Reinhardt? Who else was 14-15? Probably should have looked that up before we started tonight. Some good potential nonetheless. We'll do credentials next. So the pack's yours. I'm not going to open it here live unless you want me to. I can do that maybe at the end if you say, hey, go ahead and open it and send me the cards. But if you want to have fun opening it on your own, I'm going to send it to you in the mail. We got 17 entries so far. We got 25-ish people watching, so there's a few people that are eligible to join. Again, no purchase necessary. Just have to be watching here live on YouTube. If you win the pack of cards and you're not in the break, totally okay. I will still mail it to you at no charge. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and do the exclamation point join. I actually like these draws. It's a good opportunity for me to grab a drink real quick. We'll give that another 10 seconds. Okay, no more entries. Our winner is Backlund919. Congratulations to Backlund919. Not sure if you're in tonight's break. I don't recognize who that might be. If you're not in the break tonight, just send me an email at info@maritimesportscards.com with your name and mailing address. Or you can reach out to me on Facebook. Send me a message there, and I will happily get that out to you. Just putting your name on that so I don't forget. Got 2 more draws that we'll be doing later on tonight throughout the break as well. That's my burner account. Nice try, Casey. I'll throw the teams back up for everybody there in the upper right-hand corner. 23-24 credentials. It's definitely a product that is a bit polarizing, whether people like this one or not. The debut ticket access, of course, the autos with the rookies, those are the ones that we're chasing. It's been so long since I've opened a credentials. Honestly trying to remember the inserts. I do the highly anticipated, lots of 80s kind of graffiti or 80s kind of vibes with the inserts, if I remember correctly. I did enjoy the inserts from this this product. see what we get. Good luck. So there's our base cards. They look very similar to the O-Pee-Chee base cards. In fact, I have an O-Pee-Chee base card. You know, similar sort of look and feel to them. But they're base cards, right? They don't need to be anything super special. And behind that, we have a highly anticipated. That's that kind of 80s sort of graffiti look I was talking about. Looks like we have a red debut ticket access coming up. Oh, we have a horizontal yellow debut ticket access there of Nick Swaney. Then we have a red. Oh, I saw the Chicago. It is Cole Gutman. And these are numbered, by the way, which I know I said it all last year when we were opening these, but look how hard it is to read that number because they put a red number on a red background. And through a camera, that is tough to see. I think it says 179 of 349. Have to look at that closer off camera, but there's our red debut ticket access, and then we're going to have a couple base cards there. Stephen V in the break. Thank you, Stephen. All right, so let's pull the base cards off the back, and then we'll go this way. All right, so this one's one of the inserts. It's one of the goalie inserts. The Who's Next, and that one being Gustafsson. And then we have, I think that's the speed of the game. Rookie credentials, speed of the game of Owen Beck. I'll take the base off the back. And a highly anticipated Devin Levi. And then, oh, what's this one? Not immediately recognizing. It's got a date on it, November 2nd, 2002. Interesting. Oh, it's an auto. Debut ticket access of Pontus Holmberg. And that one is numbered as well, numbered 21 of 125. So we did land an auto debut ticket access. Not guaranteed in a box, by the way. So that's pretty cool. And that is an on card. Yeah, I don't see that being a sticker. That's an on card. Pontus Holmberg. There we go. Debut ticket access, November 2nd, 2022. Let's put that up there. We'll move the beehive over a little bit. Congrats to whoever has the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's our base on the back. Highly anticipated, Durando. And we have Moritz Seider on the blue base parallel. Halfway through the box here, 4 more packs left. Base off the back, and looks like we have a clear cut coming. We got a Who's Next. That one is Matty Beniers. And then we have a clear cut debut ticket access of Will Cooley. That one is numbered 71 of 149. Hellebuck, Shane Wright. Who's next? Got Carlson. And then we have a Speckle. I don't think they call them Speckle in credentials. That's a Matt Murray. Does it even say the parallel? No, it doesn't. Maybe it's called a Speckle. I know they are in flagship, but that's different pattern. And a highly anticipated of Adam Fantilli. And we have a speed of the game, Kyle Connor. Last pack here. got a Who's Next, Josh Morrissey, and a orange debut ticket access of Sam Miskevich. Should be numbered, but good luck. I think it's 32. I believe that says 32 of 249. So not a bad box. Here's some of the inserts that we got. Got a Fantilli, that's always nice. Matt Murray, he's an interesting one. We got Will Cooley on the clear cut. Got a Speed of the Game, Owen Beck. Pretty cool debut ticket access. Would have been nice if that was a Bedard, but cool looking debut ticket access there. We got the Nick Sweeney. And then, of course, the Pontus Holmberg. We got the debut ticket access auto, which is not guaranteed in a box. So overall, I think we made out quite well on that box. Don't skunky on the first break back. Am I skunking you already? That's not possible with the number of inserts we've had so far. Who'd you get, Casey? Who's your team? I'm going to do Platinum next. There's like 4 inserts per pack, so something's got to be in there, right? Seattle. Oh, Seattle. Okay. Well, maybe there's a nice Beniers or Shane Wright card coming for you. Or Grubauer. A big 1-of-1 Grubauer. All right, O-Pee-Chee Platinum. This one here, you know, I got to be honest. People seem to love Platinum or they just don't. It's 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. You get 144 cards. Most packs have 4 inserts in a card in a pack. If no, I think it's 4, maybe even 5. A lot of inserts, lots of numbered parallels. So, you know, that's cool. I'm not a fan of the base cards. I don't like just the plain foil shiny mirror. I don't mind shiny and I don't mind sparkly, but I just don't like the mirror. Well, it's just me. All right, here we go. Platinum. Of course, this is Bedard's rookie year, so we will be searching for a Bedard marquee rookie or any sort of Bedard would be great. Some of the retro rookies as well would be cool. Like this whole mirror finish, I don't know. I just don't, it's not my thing. All right, so there's our first marquee rookie. We got Michkov. And then behind that, we got another marquee rookie, Durando. Another one of Voronkov. We have a photo driven of Timo Meier. And a retro of Kevin Fiala. And then we have our first insert here, Jake Gensel, and that one is called Arctic Freeze, I believe. Arctic Freeze out of 99. So we have a 56 out of 99. So there's our first numbered insert. I think you get 6 numbered inserts in a box, if I recall correctly. And that would be our first one, and the rest are base. So how many did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inserts in that box. So 6 out of the 12 cards are inserts. Which is why I do think people like Platinum. You know, you're not just getting a bunch of base cards. They are giant sets. You know, anything O-Pee-Chee, you get tons and tons in the set. We get Jackson Stauber on the marquee rookie. Ridley Gregg. Hugh McGing. We got a Showmanship. Sorokin. And Luke Hughes on the rookie here. Retro rookie. And in behind that, we have a... Is that the Yellow Taxi? No, Yellow Taxi is in... That's a whole other product. Yellow Taxi is Allure, I believe. Hold on. Getting my stuff mixed up. I've been off for a while. Apologize. A bit rusty. Seismic Gold. That's it. 45 out of 50. JJ Peterka. Seismic Gold. See, these, I love like this type of a card. I just don't like the mirror where you can see your face in the card. Maybe it's because you got a face like mine. You don't want to see it. I was waiting for someone to say it. I beat you to it. You don't have to tell me. Like that, to me, that's a sharp looking card. Even this one, you know what? I can get behind this one. It's shiny, but it's not like a mirror. I don't know. Does that make sense? Just going to put some of these inserts. There we go. Well, we got a purple. Is that a violet pixels maybe? Luke Philp. Sean Farrell. Luke Hughes. Got a photo driven there. Kachuk. Jonathan Gruden. Oh, we got a Cole McWard auto on the Violet Pixels, number 31 of 99. There's our auto going out to Vancouver. I think we had a trade at the start for Vancouver. I guess whoever ended up with Vancouver, maybe they're happy. I forget who the team was that they traded for, though. Winnipeg? I think it was Winnipeg. Don't know that we've seen a big Winnipeg hit yet. Here we got Korchinski. Lots of Chicago rookies in this 23-24 product. Damon Hunt. Got Ryan Shea. There we go. Connor Bedard on the sweet selections. And behind that, we got Matthew Nyes on the marquee rookie. And we have a sunset marquee rookie of Simon Nemec. So not a bad pack there whatsoever. Let's get a couple of these sleeved up. I think this sweet selections is one of the better looking facial expressions on Bedard. It seems like most of his cards, he's got just a wonky looking face. But yeah, that one, he's got a decent expression going on. And so there's our sunset, not numbered or anything, but that's a sunset marquee rookie. Ludwig, the marquee rookie. Fraser Minton, no longer with Toronto. Bobby McMahon, who played like crap last year in the playoffs. I'd like to see more out of him this year. Photo driven of McAvoy and a Samuel Bolduc. Is that just a regular? Rainbow. That's a rainbow marquee rookie. And we have another sunset here of Tippett, just a sunset base parallel. Hunter McCown, Kita Hirose, Walker Dewar, sweet selections of Marco Casper. We got a Logan Cooley, retro rookie. See how he pans out. He, of course, was a hot commodity when the Young Guns were out, and then sort of fizzled a little bit. But I never lose faith in some of these players that are highly touted. You know, there's plenty of examples throughout NHL history where some of these guys just take a few years to get their feet under them, and then all of a sudden, you know, they take off. Look at Draisaitl. Couldn't give his Young Guns away. McKinnon, he was a huge letdown in the first few seasons. So, you know, don't write these guys off. You can pick up some of the Young Guns at a really decent price. Now's the time to do it. We got Lacombe there on the marquee rookie, Desharnais, Jonathan Gruden. And we have a showmanship, Heiskanen. John Gibson on the rainbow. And a sunset of, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Husso? Is it phonetic? Marilainen. He's going to have a good season this year. Yarventi, Poitras, showmanship at Thomas, Cale Makar there on the retro. And we got a Bolduc on the red prism, 33 of 199. Samuel Bolduc. 4 packs left. Should still have a few numbered cards. You should get 6 in a box, and I think as of right now we're at 3. Simon Nemec, Marquee Ricky, Hunter Shepard, got Kesselring, Matthew Nyes on the sweet selections, Owen Power on the rainbow, and we have a matte pink Tom Wilson. Oh, here's another one. Liquid Metal 389 of 399 of Sharon Govich. That's a cool looking card. I like the inserts of Platinum, just don't like the base. How could you not like if you're a Leafs fan, like that's a cool, just colored match, cool card. The Connor Bedard one, same thing. Nice base cards. Simon Edvidson, Rusick, Connor Zary. How's that stadium come along, Calgary? Are they almost done? Got Matty Beniers. Seattle. There's a Seattle card, Casey. Rookie Owen Beck on, and we have another liquid metal of Heiskanen. This one is numbered 51 of 399. I know they're not going to be ready for this NHL season, but are they getting close? It's going to be one heck of a stadium. Still a big hole. Okay, so they're ways away. Have you seen the plans for the new rink in Ottawa? That looks phenomenal. It'll be right down by the river. It looks, if you haven't seen it, go check out the concept art for that one. Here we got a Ty Cartier. All right, now you go back-to-back packs there. Laferriere, Logan Cooley on the marquee rookie. Photo-driven, Cole Caulfield. Victor Hedman on the rainbow. Adam Fantilli on the matte pink. Another guy that didn't quite pan out quite like his hype, but it's coming. Last pack here of Platinum. Then we're going to do another draw. Oh, we got a Violet Pixels coming up. Got a Fantilli on the marquee rookie. Ryan Johnson. Dustin Wolf. He's another hot commodity right now. Luke Hughes on the sweet selections. Roman Yossi on the retro. And our Violet Pixels going for the Ottawa Senators. Drake Batherson. That's unfortunate. 259 to 299. So many other Ottawa players that would have been a better hit than that one. Well, maybe our Ottawa fans will disagree with me. Decent box. Not a massive hit in that one, but decent overall box. A ton of insert. You know, I probably didn't really think this one through. This is going to cost me a ton in postage with all of these flagship and platinum. Like, look at those are all the inserts, plus what is out here. Some good overall hits. We got some nice names. You know, Fantilli, we got Cooley, we got Wolf, we got Nyes, got a Bedard card in there. We got the Peterka on the gold. Let's do another giveaway. Don't do the enter yet because I haven't started it. Wait till I tell you to do the join. Hang on. All right, should be working now. Do exclamation point join. We're gonna do Allure next, but what's in our draw? This one's gonna be interesting. I don't know how many of you seen these cards before. This is from 2012 when Molson teamed up with Panini to do Stanley Cup banners. And so from 2012 all the way back to the inception of the NHL, they created a banner card for each of the Stanley Cup teams. So this prize pack is going to be 3 of these cards. We got the Colorado Avalanche from 01. We have the Montreal Canadiens from 1993. And we have the Pittsburgh Penguins from 1991. So you're getting all 3 cards. And if you haven't seen the backs of these, there it is there. The Stanley Cup collection. Like I said, it's from Panini. Back when they teamed up with Molson, Export, and Coors Light. And that code was for a chance to win a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, no longer valid because 2012 is long gone. But all 3 cards are yours. They're sharp-looking cards, too. They got a really nice foil on them. I'll take one out so you can see what that looks like. Again, I prefer this kind of a finish to a card than what we saw in Platinum. It's got a nice foil on the front. The back is a relatively plain card, but the fronts are pretty cool. And they're die cut, shaped like a banner. So we got the exclamation point join. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. If you win and you're not in the break, no problem. We'll get them out to you. No charge. What do we got? We got 19 entries. Got 24 people watching. So a few other people that could get in on it if you like. I'll give this just a couple more seconds. Okay. No more entries. Our winner is Samuel Evanoff. Congratulations to Samuel. I don't recall a Samuel in the break. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, if you are not in the break tonight, I don't have your address. So you're going to have to send me your address. You can do that through Facebook, or you can send me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com. So find me on Facebook or send me an email to maritimesportscards.com and I'll get those off to you. Congratulations. Oh, Samuel, you're in and you've got Detroit? Okay, if that's the case, totally cool. I'll send them out with your cards. All right, I got 2 more boxes here. We got 23-24 Allure, and then we'll finish off with Premier. Of course, I think Allure was the hit of 23-24 in terms of the overall quality, the product, the price points, what you could get in it. Feel free to debate me on that one, but I think it was pretty good. This year's Allure, 24-25, was decent. Not as good as 23-24. But it was decent. And then there's the color flows on the back here. This one being the most common, and then this one being the most rare. So, the odds of getting this are much less than getting a red orange. And then if you get them all, put them side by side, you get the color flow. And this one we get 8 packs in a box. And 8 cards, so we got 64 cards total. And not guaranteed an auto. So in Allure, you can get an auto, you can get a 16-bit, or you can get, oh my goodness. It's going to come to me. 16-bit auto, or the card I really like, and I can't think of it. Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to put it up in chat. Oh, I even have a bunch of them. Drawing a total blank. Doubloons, thank you. The doubloon card. If you recall, last year we pulled 2 doubloons in 1 pack, which was kind of cool. And like, there's the base card of this. I prefer this to just the shiny mirror. Like the finish on them, they're both shiny. This one's not a mirror. I like that better. All right, so remember there's a few base cards on the back. No, the rookie's on the back. Okay, there's our rookie. Casey scoring again with a rookie. Riker Evans. Here's our base card here on the front. Erik Karlsson, another base. UC Saros, another base. Then we should have a black rainbow, I believe. Yeah, I think that's the Black Rainbow of Mikey Anderson. We'll check that in just a second. It's been a while since I opened Allure. We have an orange slice of Troy Terry. And then we have a bar down of Connor Bedard. There we go. Right out of the gate, hitting a Bedard. And our color flow is Chandler Stevenson. I don't think I have that card yet. The bar down. Nice hit going out to Chicago. So those are our base rookie. There's the color flow, which is a red-orange color flow. We got a Troy Terry on the orange slice, not numbered. And then this one, which looks like a base, I believe is the Black Rainbow. Oh, that's just a base. Yep, no Black Rainbow on that one. We got our 4 inserts though. Casey, I love that you're in good spirits. You didn't get a banger of a team, and you're having fun. Thank you for that. Okay, we got Draisaitl on the base, Kopitar, Connor McDavid, Cole Perfetti. There's the black rainbow of a Newhook, Alex Newhook, Black Rainbow. Hey, wow! There's a banger, an Austin Matthews auto. Let me just put this down here so I can check out the back of that card. Short printed, numbered 13 of 35, the Blue Line auto. Sweet hit there. Disappointed that their sticker autos in Allure, but for the price point, that's what you should expect. What a card, though. Wow. Just going to nick the corner of that penny sleeve. Though I will say the Allure cards are quite durable. They're nice, thick cards, well made. There's a beauty hit for Toronto. AM 34, numbered out of 35. They probably should have just numbered it out of 34. Alex Tuck on the red-orange color flow, and a Matthew Kessel on the rookie. Wow, as a Leaf fan, I'm drooling right now. Congratulations to whoever has Toronto. And that's a sweet-looking card, too. Like, I mean, obviously the auto is awesome, and we want that. But even if it wasn't auto, that's an amazing-looking card. Love the design. All right, I got Troy Terry on the base, Panarin, Adam Fox, Moritz Seider. There's our Black Rainbow of Tkachuk. And we have a golden goalies of Darcy Kuemper, Sorokin on the green-blue color flow, and our rookie is Cole Guttman. That is 2 Toronto autos. We had the Pontus Holmberg debut ticket access as well. 2 Toronto autos in 1 break. Got a Black Rainbow rookie of Simon Edvinsson. An iced breakaway, Taylor Radish. A yellow-green color flow of Soderblom. And Nestorenko on our rookie. Halfway through the box here, 4 packs left. Oh, cool looking card there as well. Oh, that one too. The other one's going to be numbered. So we've got Sebastian Aho there for the Carolina Hurricanes on the red rainbow. Again, awesome looking designs this year. This one, the iced breakaway with the green background, I believe is going to be numbered. And it is green, 202 of 249 going out to Winnipeg. So that trade actually turned out okay. I thought there was a pretty nice hit going on for Vancouver. No, I can't remember. All right, we got a red-orange color flow of Cam Atkinson and Walker Dewar as our rookie insert. And a Black Rainbow of Sebastian Aho. Polished Pros of Cam Atkinson. Brian Rust on the red-orange color flow, and our rookie is Coronado. If you are enjoying tonight's content, I do thank you for joining us. And if you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting that like button as well as subscribing to the channel. It does help us out. A few more packs here in Allure. We'll do another draw, then we have Premier. Got a Black Rainbow, Simon Nemec, and then we have a Color Flow of the Rat. Let's see. Is that one number? I don't think these are. Yeah, they are numbered. Red Orange Spectrum, 240 of 299. Went out to Boston. Then we have Jake Sanderson on the yellow green. And then our rookie is Evangelista. Last pack. Already hit an auto, hit a Bedard, hit some nice numbered cards. It's been a great box. Another orange slice of Eriksson Ek. Non-numbered. Connor Bedard on the iced breakaway. Couple Bedard cards. That's awesome. Brendan Saad on the yellow-green. And Marilinen on the rookie. That was an awesome box. I said, I like Allure. Not just because that was an awesome box. Like, even a mediocre box of Allure, I think, is quite good. Hard to find, though. You know, short supply. I think they sold out really quickly. People might be hoarding them. But at hobby shops, they're hard to find, and they're generally speaking above $200 still a box. I've got a couple more on the shelf here. How many? I have 2 more left on the shelf, so there's at least 2 more coming in some future breaks. If you enjoyed the product, then there will be more of it, which is good. Just before we get into the next draw, I did want to talk about the sports card show coming up here in Moncton on Saturday, September 20th. If you're in the Maritimes or in the area, please do drop by. I will be a vendor there. Maritime Sports Cards will be set up. Love to say hello to you. If we've not met yet in person, it's always great to say hello. It does run from 9 until 1, so it's a relatively short card show. Getting there early is usually best. And lots of different vendors. There's 2 floors. I don't know how many tables there would be total, but probably close to 100. I'd say in that range, maybe more. Wide range of different sports. There is some Pokemon and Magic and that kind of stuff there as well, but it is predominantly hockey. But there are other sports there too. Definitely a show worth checking out. There is no admission, and of course, lots of parking, which is free, and just a good day out. So if you're in the area on Saturday, September 20th, love to see you there. The expo is also coming up in Toronto. If you haven't checked that out or thought about checking it out, that's going to be November 6th to 9th in the Mississauga area, so right near the Toronto airport. And it is, I would say, it is the biggest hockey card show in the world when it comes to hockey. It's not the biggest sports card show in the world, but it is the biggest sports card show for hockey cards in the world. And so I would say it's definitely worth checking out. Admission's usually pretty reasonable, like $25 for the day kind of thing. So it's not a huge expense. I will be at the show, and if you plan to be there as well, I'd love to hook up at some point. There's usually a trade night where you can go out and have a beer. There's a couple of social type things that go on that I try to go to, and so I will let you know as we get closer to that date where I might be. And if you're in the area in Toronto and you want to say hi, then drop by. All right, let's do our last draw here for the night. Let me just get that reset. Okay, go ahead and do the exclamation point join this one. I wanted to make sure that we were going home with some of our top rookies, so we're going to do a prize pack of a Macklin Celebrini Beehive, a Michkov Beehive, and a Lane Hudson Beehive. All 3 cards going out to our winner for this draw. Exclamation point join is all it takes to enter. No purchase necessary, just got to be watching here live on YouTube. And if you are new or just kind of watching going, man, this is a long break. This takes a long time. Apologies, but I probably didn't think that through. Having 3 boxes of flagship plus O-Pee-Chee, there's a lot of inserts to go through. And so it did take a little bit longer than normal. Plus, we were catching up a little bit at the very beginning because I haven't seen or heard from a lot of you since the beginning of summer because I took the summer off. So the next break will go much quicker. I do promise that. Although I do like to provide some commentary and discussions on hockey all throughout the break so that it's not just ripping cards and it's over in 15 minutes. I like to think that there's some entertainment value here for you as well. So hopefully you do enjoy that sort of a format where we can have a bit of a conversation. Unfortunately, yours is one way with chat, but I do try to engage with the audience as best as I can. Okay, so like I said, we do last draw for tonight. We've got the Celebrini, Michkov, and Lane Hudson Beehive going out to somebody here tonight. Just do the exclamation point join. We got 18 entries so far. We'll give that about another 20 seconds or so. CD, if that's how you pronounce your name. If it's not, I do apologize if it isn't. Correct me, do some phonetics there in chat. But thanks for the comment. Nice to see you're having fun watching the break. Hopefully it's a great way to spend a Thursday night. I enjoy my Thursday nights. I actually look forward to them. You know, like literally after tonight, Friday night, I'm already looking forward to next Thursday. So I enjoy doing it, which is fun. If you haven't already bought into next week's break, you might want to get a jump on that because they are on sale. They're $5 off a spot right now until I think it's this Saturday. The price goes up to the regular price of $60. 7-box break, and 4 of those boxes are out of a fresh case of SP Authentic. So Future Watch patch auto potential, right? Of Hudson, Celebrini, Smith, Michkov. Quite a rookie crop out of one product. All right, no more entries. And our winner is Aubrey. Congratulations, Aubrey, going home with the rookie prize pack. I know Aubrey's not in the break here tonight. I think he wished he was, but he's not. That's okay. I will make sure those get out to you, Aubrey. And then we're going to dive right into Premier. One of my favorite products. Huge boomer bust product. Like huge boomer bust. But I do really like the cards. Them and Ultimate, I think, are really nice. Kind of almost on the level of the Cup. Obviously not as high value as the Cup. Like the hobby doesn't value them quite as much as like Premier and Ultimate aren't as valued as much as the Cup. But I'd put those cards like on par. They're beautiful cards. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this. If you haven't seen Premier yet, this is one of my favorite ones to open. Although, admittedly, again, a little rusty here. I'm trying to remember the order now that I've just said that. Only 6 cards and there's only 1 pack. I'll try to slow roll it and get the big hit. I can't remember if it was the second card. Well, if somebody knows for sure, please let me know in chat before I go and mess it up and we don't get the big card at the end. I'm pretty sure it's the second card, but I'm not positive. All right, so I'm going to open this, hold it sideways so we don't reveal all the cards. I'll use a couple of blanks, put them on top so that we can slow roll it a little bit. Oh, CD is Cedric. Got it. Yeah, Cedric, new Stature's coming out. Not next week. I think it's the week after. And that's going to be a blended year, right? Because there was no 23-24 Stature. So we're going to get some 23-24, which means there's the Bedard potential. In fact, I could be speaking out of turn, but I believe that this year's Stature, the 24-25 Stature, will be the last product to be released with Bedard's rookie card potential in it. All right. So did anyone know for sure? I can't recall where the hit card is in Premier. It's not. I don't think it's on the back. So let's hit we'll do the back card first. It's been a while, and I forgot to double check before I started the break tonight. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Oh, we got a Premier. Oh, and it is Moritz Seider. Global notability, and it's a jersey. And these should be game used. Yeah, game used. Just going to set that down real quick. I forgot to get my sleeves ready for this. Here we go. Just a little tip if you're just watching and you haven't seen this before. Whenever you have cards where you're concerned about the corners, just take a knife and slit the sides of your penny sleeves. So when you're inserting the card, you don't accidentally catch a corner. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. So because the card's a little thicker as well, if you try to put it into a normal size penny sleeve, you might really catch a corner. So make sure you do it if you're trying to use a normal sized, because a card like that will probably fit in a normal penny sleeve. These ones are called thick penny sleeves, but because I've split the side, I can put this edge in. And then when I go to put that second last corner in, there's no way it's going to catch because we got the little slit there. But as you can see, it's got lots of room in there anyway. But just a little tip for you. And make sure you get the right size top loaders. So this one's 100 point. Let's take down some of these Bedard cards. Let's throw up some of our premieres. I'm just going to move that Matthews. That's a nice card. All right, so no one did tell me. I don't think the top card is also, should not be the chase card, so we'll do the top card here. I think the second card might be it, but I cannot remember. Okay, what do we have here? Black helmet. Okay, got Mark Stone. That's 81 of 299. These will all get mailed out, by the way, so we're going to send out all the premier cards, even the base cards. Those will all get out to you. Typically, if we have a super high-end product like the Cup, Premier, Ultimate, where there's like one pack and not too many cards, I will include the base cards with those. But as a general rule, base cards are not included in the break. Okay, I'm going to go to the second last card here. Second last card is... Oh, is this our Premier? Will Cooley. So we got a Premier rookie, Will Cooley. I don't believe that's going to be numbered. No, no number. Just a jersey card. I do like the colored jersey cards versus the white jersey cards. Like I prefer that's blue versus the white one for Ritz Sider. But still nice looking cards. They're beautiful cards. If you hold them in your hand, you get to see them. In person, the camera doesn't do them justice. They got a nice high gloss finish to them. Just really, really nice cards. All right, let's do, I don't know, we'll do the next card here. So this would have been the second card down. So we got a gold Devon Tays, and it is a auto short print number 20 of 25. Devon Tays. Nice hit for the Colorado Avalanche. 20 of 25. There we go. Just a couple more sleeves here. Let's go second from the end. Another Colorado card. Got Mikko Rantanen and Cale Makar. We got a dual jersey. And that one's got the dimples in it. Is that part of the fight strap? Possibly. Rantanen, Makar. Of course, Rantanen no longer there. Two nice hits there for Colorado. Move Sider over. Got two more cards. Oh, this one's a red. So we got Simon Nemec, rookie premier. And then we have one last card. It's a thicker card, so hopefully we got a patch in there. All right, last card of the night. What do we got? It is a rookie. Blue helmet. Number 20. Oh, number 20. Rookie auto. Oh, what a sweet looking patch. 3-color patch. O-Pee-Chee. On-card auto number 99 of 249. That is absolutely gorgeous for the Buffalo Sabres. Congratulations to whoever has the Sabres tonight. Wow, that's sweet. So it's really 2 from the patch and then the jersey, but you got a 3-color auto patch. I mean, that's wow. Wow. What a hit for Buffalo. Let's get that one. Saved a nice hit there for the very end. Wow. Like that. All right, so we don't have anything to randomize tonight, which is kind of nice. But we will in future breaks because I have some ideas of how we can save some randomization to the end. But there was no randomization tonight. All of the teams were in play and didn't have any giveaways at the end. So that definitely concludes tonight's break. Aubrey's already saying, hit me up, Josh, if you want to sell or trade that O-Pee-Chee. Aubrey, of course, being a pretty big Buffalo Sabres fan. If you want to reach out to me, if you're not sure how to get in touch with Aubrey, you can reach out to me. I'll try to connect you guys together. Casey saw about those Seattle cards. Yeah, that's true. You did get the Bedard Young Gun during the last break, so hard to complain. Let's just talk about next week's break here just before we leave, just so that everybody knows what's going on for that one. Where's the... My goodness, there it is. All right, so next break, which is Thursday, September 11th, same time. We got $60 a spot. We got 7 boxes. Like I said, we got 4 boxes of the 24-25 SP Authentic. That's where we have the Future Watch autos, the Future Watch patches. Just an awesome product and lineup this year, right? We got so many great rookies that have potential in there. It's not like Bedard's year where it was kind of Bedard or bust. This year we got quite a few to choose from. We're also going to open 1 box of Extended, 1 box of Series 2 Extended. We're still chasing that Grade 8 signature cards. Series 2, of course, looking for Celebrini. And then we've got SPX, 24-25 SPX. So 7 boxes in total for $60 a spot. But they are on sale right now for $55 a spot, even if you buy 1 up until this coming Saturday. So don't wait. You can go to maritimesportscards.com, grab your spot. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. I'm going to play you out with a little bit of music. Take care, everyone. See you next week.
Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Yeah. Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, McDavid, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. McDavid, Speed Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a 1-on-1 hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Whoa, crack packs, drop facts. Whoa, no fakes, all stacks. Whoa, from the great white north, yeah, we run them tracks. Yeah. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice.